sign waved in. Hall's throw is too high, and Giles comes in to score. And the Mets lead 1-0 as Ortiz goes down to second base on the high throw home.
Well, 11th RBI, and that's why Junior, with 2 strikes, is such a good 2-strike hitter. This is a hanging slider. And Schultze jumping after that ball trying to barehand it. He had no chance. Now, Mel Hall hits a cutoff man right here, and that allows Ortiz to go to second. There is some talk in baseball that this should be a throwing error, because technically, had he hit the cutoff man, that would have prevented Ortiz from going to second base. Strawberry also having 25. Slider misses. 1-0 to George Foster. Ripped to center field. I mean, that ball was scalded. So George Foster has his first hit of the day, 4th for the Mets, and the batter Gary Racich. Third, Mets lead 1-0, and there's going to be a little conference on the mound. Larry Bowa, the shortstop, in there. Fastball misses. One first. Fastball, foul ball, 1-1 to this season. That is a new rule initiated 2 years ago. Those 28 home runs, certainly has the numbers to do it. That's another organization wants you as opposed to signing you as a free agent. Fastball, foul ball down the first. 1-2 to Racich. Fouls another foul. Slider gets by Moreland. Danny Heap goes to third base as Foster moves to second. Probably be scored a wild pitch. Alert base running by Heap and Foster. Wild pitch.
And it is scored as a wild pitch.
Run as hard as the lead runner, thinking the catcher won't throw to the trailing base. Fly ball left field. It could be trouble. Base hit. Foster's going to score. Heap scores. And a little parachute to left field plates 2 Mets, 2 RBIs for Gary Racich. And the Mets lead 3-0.
Well, the majority of the fans thought this ball should have been caught, but it was out there in no man's land. Larry Bowa going out probably had the best shot at it. As you look at Joe Carter looking for Bowa, it drops in. Carter fields the ball, throws to second base, and Heap and Foster end up scoring.
Swinging a foul tip against the Mets. Ball hit well to left, might be out of here. Brian Giles with his 2nd home run of the year. And I mean, he smoked that one. And the Mets lead it 5-0.
So there's no doubt about it, as this ball is a fastball right down the middle, and Giles takes it downtown. Ball hitting that back screen in back of the bleachers, and the Mets leading by a score.
Fastball is low, and that's the ball hit well to right field, but Danny Heap's there. Bowa tagging at second, goes to third. No play. 594 at bats. Good ball player. Fastball is low, 3-0 to Buckner. There's a strike from Tom Seaver, 3-1 to Bill Buckner. Jams him with a fastball. Hubie Brooks shading his eyes. So a big out by Tom Seaver. You don't see that happen too often.
Well,
swing and a miss. And that swing right there would imply some holding Roan on at first base. A little strange. Fastball is moving. Swing and a miss. All the great pitchers like that. Fastball almost hit him, 3-2. Struck him out. Tom Seaver reaching back. And a little extra. He gets Bill Buckner on a pop out. And Mel Hall on a strikeout. First strikeout for Tom, and it was a big one.
In a row, his third of the ball game to end the inning. So an infield single by Keith Moreland, leading the Cubs 5-1 after this word from Michelob Light.
What a steal he has been. Ground ball right side. Brian Giles to Racich for the out. In the 6th inning for the Cubs, no runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left. And at the end of 6 innings of play, Tom Seaver and the Mets keep rolling along. It's 5-1 New York. Now
in the 3rd inning. Fastball hit by the second baseman Giles. Danny Heap gets it back into the infield. 400 considered to be excellent. 435 something else. High pop up out to shallow left field. Foster in left field makes the play. The center fielder Bill Johnson and John Stone. Good fastball, and the count strike 2. And a ground ball to the second baseman Giles. They'll try for 2, and they get it. Giles to Oquendo on the first base to Racich, and the double play ends the inning. That's double play number 165 for the Mets. In the inning, no runs, 2 hits, and 1 man left on base, and the score at the end of 7. The Mets 6 and the Cubs 1. And now word from Oldsmobile.
And ball 4. Tom Seaver. Buckner tries to bunt. He misses it, and Ortiz fakes the entire game. And a 2-2 pitch right at Racich. It'll be a double play as Gary Racich, with fine reactions, caught a ball that was smoked.
All right, here, this ball really ripped by Buckner. Racich high in the air to make the catch, and then an easy double play. The Mets make their 3rd double play, and they now have 166 for this year.
Amaro's going to hold him at 3rd with the Cubs trailing by 5. It would have been a very close play at the plate.
On the ball hitting that, the only one inside the park.
Popped up on the left side in foul territory. Does Hubie have room? He does, and makes a nice catch, stumbling over the bullpen bench. And the inning is over. So the triple and a walk in 7 hits. Line drive base hit to left for Danny Heap, his 2nd hit of the ball game as he leads off the 9th.
Not had a base hit, was back in the 1st.
Breaking ball right back up the middle, and another base hit for Foster, his 4th of the game. Heap stops at 2nd, runners at 1st and 2nd with nobody out. Racich 1 for 4 will be
0 for 5, and Jose Oquendo 0 for 3.
And lifted to left field. Playable, however, as Joe Carter. Has also become a little more selective. Now in at shortstop. And the 3-1 pitch is popped points today with his 3 for 4. Line drive and another base hit. He's 4 for 5. Here comes Heap. He will score. Foster going to 3rd as the throw comes in to 2nd base. And it's 7-1 New York. Brian Giles with his 4th RBI of the day.
So Giles having his best day ever in the major leagues as he lines this ball over the first baseman's head. Tom Grant fires it in as Foster goes to 3rd. And the Mets on the double.
Will be made as Alan Hargesheimer will take a 7-1 lead into the bottom of the 9th inning here at Wrigley, and we'll be back after this word from Budweiser. And a breaking ball. And a fastball is drilled to left field deep, and that's number 24 as Davis sends it out onto Waveland Avenue. It's 7-2 New York for their 10th.
Same if they win it.
Joe Carter at 3rd. Leaf of Tom Seaver, and throws a fastball strike. It's 2-1. And the breaking ball is fouled. 8 innings, gave up 1 run on 7 hits, struck out 4, and walked 3. And of course, stands to be the winning pitcher. And a beautiful breaking pitch. Looked like a backup slider that just caught Tom Grant looking for strike 3. And 2 runs.
This thing's starting to get out of hand right now.
And he's going to stay with him. Mike Diaz. And a strike call, 2-1. Diaz looked to be taking all the way.
Run to the plate.
Ball 3 low, 3-1. And a fastball fouled off, 3-2. Another fastball ripped to left center field. It'll be in there for extra bases. Here comes Owen. The relay from Oquendo will go high and off the plate, and it is 7-4. As Mike. And a strike called, 1-1. Low and inside, and way outside. It's on base. I got to believe Mike Torres is out of the game. And he is. Here comes Frank Howard as he walks Sandberg. It's where it goes over the plate. Carlos. Strike 3. Carlos Diaz took something off of it and had Buckner way out in front. And it's the second out here in the 9th inning. Diaz getting a guy who doesn't strike out very often at all.
That is only the 29th strikeout for Bill Buckner this year.
Versus if Jesse had moved Carlos to that middle relief spot, and he's done a superior job, really. He's done whatever he's been called on to do. Low and in. Just misses the outside. Calls, no strikes. And a strike called, 2-1. 3-1. And a strike called, 3-2, as Woods looked to be taking. The runners go, and the pitch is skied on the left side. Will there be a play? No. Another 3-2 pitch as the runners go, and it's lined into right field. Deep. Danny Heath can't catch up with it. At least 2 runs will score. Woods will be held at second base. It is 7-6 New York as Gary Woods pinch hits it.
Say, and the Mets are going to the right-hander Doug Sisk.
And a ground ball foul behind home plate, so Doug Sisk out in front of Ron Say, 1-2. And a ground ball foul outside of first. Off the fist, grounded to third. Brooks will have to hurry the throw. In time, the game is over. Hubie Brooks with a nice play as Ron Say really busted it down the line, but Doug Sisk gets the final out here in the 9th inning to pick up his 10th save. And Tom Seaver, who was sweating it out in the clubhouse, picks up his 9th win after leaving the game with a 7-1 lead. The losing pitcher is the starter for Chicago, Schulze, who is now 0-1. And the Mets hang on by their fingernails to